We think that I'm sorry is just the check mark. Now that I said I'm sorry, you should be willing to rebuild because I said I'm sorry. And I'm sorry is just the acknowledgement. If you said I'm sorry and someone said so, people get mad. Oh, how you gonna do that when I said that's just your acknowledgement. That's not the work.
No work.
None. And we are so quick to throw out I'm sorry and then think that that is to fix the situation. And that's not even the part. If a tornado blew down a house, I'm sorry is just showing up to the wreckage. I haven't cleared anything. This is me saying I see that this house has been blown and now it's time to get to work.
I'm your professor, I will test you in the worst way. Don't bring a scantron, it's pop quizzes all day. Cause of our chemistry, we do biology. What's happening, fam? L.A.R movement still moving. Subscribe or die trying. You see the thumbnail. More importantly, you saw that clip. Like my grandmother used to say, my grandmother used to say, you know what? You say, I'm sorry. She said, yeah, you are. And this is one of those comments and topics that I like, where because we're in a society where for some odd reason people think it's okay to do someone dirty, and they think like, we're not children. It's not kindergarten or first grade when you're getting kids to learn how to apologize and say they sorry for what they did. We got adults out here, pulling the what I do, when did I do it, how, what I say, how is that disrespectful? I don't understand. Oh, so you want to be a teenager? Okay, well here's the thing. Or you have people who say they sorry and turn right around and do the very thing, or do the very same thing to you that they did to you to someone else, and you find out. And so it's like, oh no, you're not sorry. And I've said it before. A lot of people are sorry that they got caught. They're not sorry for what they did, because a lot of times you don't try to mend and fix the relationships you destroyed by dysfunctional actions, right? So the thing, that it doesn't really bother me, but sometimes people got to realize that you're not the only person that could do someone dirty. You're not the only person that could throw somebody under the bus. And I think what happens is people have this bully mentality where they figure, just like a bully will figure out or take a look at the people around them and figure out who's the one they're going to pick on, because they figure this person looks like somebody who wouldn't fight back. A lot of people who are scumbags, they figure, oh, I could screw this person over for whatever reason they got. And the issue is, who told you that there was not going to be a response? And that's where people, get life twisted, because it's like, no, it's definitely going to be a response to that, and you definitely not going to like it, but you definitely going to deserve it. So, part of what I've noticed is, one, people don't apologize as much, and two, people think they're above consequence. And what I mean is, you can make an enemy out of somebody by throwing them under the bus or stabbing them in the back. And a lot of times what happens is, if you say I'm sorry and a person says so, what they're basically telling you is, listen, you wasn't sorry enough to fix it. You were just sorry enough to say sorry because you want to find a way uh out of the situation. Let me I'm gonna use a relationship thing as a reference. Some guys are players, right? And sometimes those guys are very disrespectful. And what I mean is, you know, they play the don't hate the player, hate the game. You know, I threw a line out. Your girl called it. You know, so now I'm with her. Ha ha, I won. But what they don't say is that them and that lady may be plotting, like lying and using, lying the guy, manipulating the guy, using the guy for money, and they're celebrating that. So what winds up happening is people don't realize that, you know, sometimes y'all think that these guys, they tell you, you know, if you mess with a man's woman, it could get violent. But y'all just think that it's like pure jealousy of sex. But you know, half the time it's the disrespect. And the reason I'm saying it, using that as a reference, is because guys who do that stuff, they're trying to hide behind being a player in the quote unquote game as a low key way to not get their head knocked in for the disrespect. And it's like, no, 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 no. You could be a player all you want, but it's a fight that goes with that disrespect. And then it goes, man, I ain't fighting over no chick. You're not fighting over no chick. We not fighting over no chick. We fighting because you disrespected me. And it's like, oh, but it's just no, it's gonna happen. The same thing, you know. Um, you see people who do people dirty, and then they say sorry to that person because they know they're gonna need that person's help someday. So I'm gonna do you dirty, but I'm gonna act like I'm gonna smooth it over by saying sorry because I know that I'm screwing up in life, and you've been there to bail me out before, so I gotta say I'm sorry and try to get it smoothed over before I f something else up in life, so I can come to you. And which people don't realize, you can't do that but so many times. You know, if you dig yourself a ditch, you know, like what was that old quote? Like if you cross a lot of people, you put the noose around your own neck, and you put yourself up on the chair. And I didn't put you in. You put yourself in the noose. You put the rope up. You put yourself in the noose. You stood up on the chair. I walked by and kicked it over. I'm just finishing it for you. But since you're that kind of person, you knew this shit was gonna happen. But I'm gonna leave that at that, man. You tell me what you think. But sorry don't cut it all the time, man. It don't really cut it at all, really. But tell me what you think. Like, share, subscribe, or die trying. Catch y'all on the next one. Peace. You ever been at the top of the universe? I'm gonna tell you that.